Hi, I'm Rebecca Ranking, and I have a little tip for you if you have a child who is having difficulty keeping their mouth open to try to say the K and G sounds. So it's really, really common for a lot of kids to say T or D and substitute that for K and D. And obviously, if you think about K and G, our mouth's open a bit and our tongue is back, and to say T and D, our mouth has to close and our tongue goes forward. So sometimes I like to break this pattern, just this first pattern, this habit of I'm thinking of saying K and G, I'm going to close my mouth. And I just like to work on keeping our mouth open and what our mouth open and our tongue back feels like, just to kind of wipe the slate clean. So a favourite way to do it is with a puppet. Any puppet can do. I think one that has a mouth is the most helpful. So sometimes I'll just have the child, practice saying ah, which is, a sound I might say that the doctor will get us to say. And that's what we're just doing. Open up your mouth. Great job, you've opened up your mouth. Now let's say ah. I saw your tongue go back, or your tongue is down. Great, and I'm just, do that again. Oh, show me again. Let's get our mouth ready. Let's get our mouth open. Ah. So I like to do that with a puppet. I've also found, if you have a mouth model, that these are helpful as well, because then you can shut it if the child closes their mouth, and you can model that. Oh, you just shut your mouth. Let's keep it open. Third thing, sometimes I do use a visual like this. I find that this can jump the gun a little bit sometimes. I feel like, kids need to see your hands or see something physical, but once they've got the idea, I will generally move to a cue like this. But anyway, once we have that, that starting position, and my kids are used to, having their mouth open and making that ah sound, I'll see if we can get our mouth ready again, ah, and can they slowly lift up the back of their tongue and just make a sound. I try not to say k at this point or g, because sometimes kids will know what I'm trying to get them to do when they, like I say, they go back to that old way, that old habit. So we'll keep our mouth open. Ah. There we go. Now, I might work on this for a session, or just, get this new way, this starting position. And if I do introduce the k sound, I'll say, let's get our mouth ready. You show me what your mouth needs to do to get ready to say k, so that they know it is that starting position. So I hope that's helped. This is just one teeny tiny little tip that might be the right one for your child. If not, just know that in our speech sound handbook for K and G, we have over 100 cues in there. But I just think it's helpful to reframe and to let the child have a fresh chance with a sound, especially if it's one that they have found really, really hard to say, and to isolate that back of tongue movement for a long time.